So one of the things that I got from a neighbor who was cleaning out her garage was a set of drafting tools that ended up being all rusty. And it was just sitting in the garage for who knows how many years. It was in this little case, and yeah, some of the stuff is pretty rusted. I'm sure it would work again if it was cleaned up, but until then, it kind of needs some help. Like this one, for example, has what I'm guessing is an ebony handle. So ebony wooden handle, which is kind of neat. Before I try and dunk this in Evaporust, I would want to take the wood off because that would not go well. So first, let's look at them a little more up close. And yeah, you can see there's quite a bit of rust. Even after cleaning, I'm not 100% sure these are still going to be usable, but we'll try it. It doesn't hurt anything to try, and if they're usable, great. If not, well, I lost a little bit of effectiveness in a little bit of Evaporust. And that one's mostly brass. That should be fine. These, mostly it's on the screws. You can see there's a little bit around the screws. And on the little thumb wheels pieces as well, because those have brass heads, but steel threads for the little thumb wheels. So, yeah. So now we get to all those, and first I'm taking out the pencil leads and some of those bits because we don't want that in there. Those won't do well with the Evaporust, and no sense getting them soaked and causing extra issues. So, and I was also trying to work the little thumb wheels such that they would have a chance to loosen up, and some of them did better. Some of them may have to be run through again, but I used some of the cleaner Evaporust as well. Alright, after 3 hours in Evaporust, they're a little better. That piece cleaned up pretty good. This one, most of what was corroded was the little steel screws. So that seems pretty much better. These had a little bit, but mostly alright. These still have the rust spots, but I think they've been converted to a safer, well, slightly safer format. I'm not sure how much. It's still probably not right and not good because you can see all the discoloration. So it's still probably going to rust again. So I'm not sure if this set's going to be really useful or not, but I tried. When something's nice like that, you got to try and recover it. So this one again, mostly the steel screws, and those are a little bit better. This is another one that you can still see, if it will focus, you can still see the discoloration on it. So again, I don't know how much. We'll see how it does. This one, mostly brass except for the steel screw, so the steel screw is a little bit better. Not completely, but a little bit. This one, yeah, you can still see the rust spots. So again, it's not the active rust, it's at least the darker color black that Evaporust does. On this one again, you can still see all the little rust spots. But it's a little better. It's a little better. So we'll see how it goes. I may end up poking with it some more later. But for now, it's at least somewhat cleaned up. And hopefully that will do a little bit better. I rinsed them off with water and then blew it off with air. So they're better than they were. But again, you can still see the discoloration, and in some spots feel it. That's fairly rusted there. So I may put them back in later, but for now I'm going to call that a partial success.